Yes, today is a little extra special Dean's List reception. We are additionally awarding an honorary doctorate degree here today, and thought we'd take the opportunity to do that along with our semester recognition event for our Dean's List and Honor Roll students. So those of you who have been here before, I hope you like our new attire. And this is something that you are all looking forward to, I know. So today, consider as practice for when it's your turn to walk across that stage for your commencement ceremony. Without any further ado, because we do have a lot to take care of, let me turn the podium over to Dr. Peter Karastamatis, who will share some words with you about our honoree. So, Mr. Peter, Dr. Peter.
Good evening, everyone. Nice to see all of you. This is a very special occasion. I'm very, very, very pleased to be here today. Let me get myself set up a little bit, right? Those of you who are my former students, relax. This could be a while. I'm here to tell you about, today, about a very, very special person, Miss Donna Marie Hamilton Ross. Has been a student at Hodges University for several years. Ms. Ross graduated this June with a master's degree in public administration. She also holds a bachelor's degree in interdisciplinary studies from Hodges University as well. However, as is so often the case with so many of our students, there's much more to her story. Ms. Ross was born in Kingston, Jamaica. She is the mother of 3 daughters that she essentially raised as a single mother. She moved her family to Miami and attended Miami-Dade Community College, where she earned an LPN, and thereafter she worked for several years as a nurse. In 2003, when her daughters were nearly raised, she moved back to Jamaica and became a volunteer and advocate with Jamaica AIDS Support. Soon thereafter, she was elected as chairperson of Prevention, Education, and Support Services for the Jamaican National AIDS Regional Committee. In 2007, she was awarded the National Award for Volunteerism in the field of AIDS, education, and support. At this point, however, she felt that in order to further the impact that she can have in the area of AIDS awareness and prevention, she felt that she needed to better educate herself as well as develop more meaningful credentials in the areas that would enable her to make a greater impact against the disease. As such, she moved to Fort Myers and attended Hodges University for the purpose of pursuing a degree in interdisciplinary studies, IDS, and she often speaks of this accomplishment as her most significant because she felt that she gained very valuable research, writing, thinking, and speaking skills that would strengthen her ability to reach more people. Those of you undergraduates, pay close attention. It was during this time I first became acquainted with Ms. Ross. She was suggested to me, in fact, as a work-study student, and beyond her eminently likable personality, I found her to be very, very hardworking, diligent in her pursuit of her education, passionate about learning well above and beyond her discipline, and a voracious reader and writer. Coincidentally, I was completing my doctoral coursework and just beginning my dissertation. She was always willing, she always found time to proofread my work, which was quite a task, and make meaningful suggestions despite her course load and responsibilities as my work study. I remember thinking that she was the quintessential student, as she genuinely loved all aspects of academia. Unfortunately, during this time, she became quite ill with a very serious illness. And if you're thinking, well, this probably slowed her down, you'd be wrong. In fact, other than brief periods of convalescence, if you didn't know these health-related events were taking place, you would never have guessed that that was the case. She continued her work to complete her undergraduate degree, continued to assist me as a work study, and even found time to volunteer many hours each week with the local Island Coast AIDS Network and SWAPIS Southwest Florida Addiction Services. We talked often during this period of time. Our conversations revolved around the philosophical and even the theological. At one point, I suggested perhaps that she might take a break and travel someplace that she always wanted to go. Time is short, I said. You never know what tomorrow may bring. Enjoy today. Over a term break, she called to say that she was headed to Europe and ultimately the Mediterranean, and did I know any nice places to stay in Greece? And I did. And she stayed away for about a month, and then she called again and said that she was bored. She missed Hodges. She missed learning. She missed researching and writing. Are you paying attention, undergraduates? She told me she had decided to return sooner than expected to enroll in the MPA program. She also informed me that as soon as she was done with her MPA, she would be enrolling in a doctoral program. And she said, if you can earn a doctorate, so can I. If I can do it, trust me, anybody can do it, I said to her. And even over the telephone, I could tell she was beaming with excitement. She returned, and she seemed quite rejuvenated. She was so happy to be back in her element here at Hodges. She would bring me papers to proofread. She would borrow marketing and business textbooks so she could learn more about marketing and how to promote her cause. She sat in many of my classroom lectures to learn more about marketing. She worked tirelessly. She was here all the time. She was here all the time. She breezed through the program. She became more active with the local AIDS organizations, hosting workshops, counseling groups and individuals, making presentations. All the while, she was my work study. She talked endlessly about her doctorate. She couldn't wait. Unfortunately, her health issues resurfaced. And despite the many challenges, she prevailed and completed the requirements for her MPA. At graduation this past June, she was awarded her master's degree in public administration. Given the challenges, she decided to put her plans for her doctorate on hold. This bothered me very much. It occurred to me at one point that so many people are conferred with honorary doctorates, and none that I could think of, none, despite their celebrity or their ability to donate charitable sums, were any more deserving than Donna Marie Hamilton Ross. So I decided that I would approach Dr. Brock and ask if Donna Marie was a candidate for an honorary degree. Dr. Brock informed me that Hodges University has the ability to bestow individuals with honorary doctorates. However, the approval of the academic committee and of the board of trustees must first be obtained. And I'm pleased to announce that approval was resoundingly granted. With much respect for my esteemed colleagues, she is the most scholarly person I've ever known. I have never known a person that truly loved the process of academia. Reading, writing, learning, thinking, speaking, meant more than Donna Marie, more than anything. And most importantly, her purpose was from the very beginning to educate herself so that she could help others who were less fortunate. Hodges University is and has always been a haven for many that struggle to educate themselves and earn their degree. Donna Marie will provide a shining beacon for those students that struggle against the odds to achieve higher education, to better themselves, their families, and their communities. So I ask that you join me with open hearts to celebrate the awarding of an honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service to Miss Donna Marie Hamilton Ross. And now Dr. Nancey Wyant, who's the Dean of the Johnson School of Business.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. On behalf of the entire faculty at Hodges University, I present Donna Marie Hamilton Ross for the degree of Doctor of Public Service and ask that her degree be conferred.
I would like to read for you the citation for Donna Marie Hamilton Ross. For your extraordinary efforts on behalf of AIDS education and support, both in Jamaica and the United States, for serving as the chairperson for prevention, education, and support services for the Jamaica National AIDS Regional Committee, for receiving the National Award for Volunteerism in the field of AIDS education and support, for community involvement in the alliances with the Ruth Cooper Center, the Vista Behavioral Center, and the Southwest Florida Addiction Program, for supporting the World AIDS Day events held in downtown Fort Myers for 2010 and 2011, and for your commitment to obtain higher education degrees to assist you with your community efforts. Hodges University is proud to recognize you as a candidate for the honorary degree of Doctor of Public Service. By the authority vested in me by the faculty and by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the Doctor of Public Service degree with all rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. And I'd like to invite Dr. Kirsten Mattis back to the podium to complete the remaining part of the program.
Yo, indeed. Well, these types of occasions typically find speech makers inside the dictionary searching for actual definitions of important words, and I would be no exception. So it seemed that appropriate to the day that the definitions for excellence, for academic, and for achievement would be a good place to start. So I busted out my Webster's 1971 edition, the first one I bought when I was a freshman in college at Morehead State University, tattered as it is, still filled with important information, and looked up 3 important words that I thought would be worthwhile for us to share. So I can report with no surprises that the actual definitions are at least moderate in interest because they provide all of us with insight into exemplary students. So first, excellence means superiority, meritus, surpassing goodness, something at which a person excels, or a particular virtue. Academic is of a college, a university or institute of higher learning, belonging to an academy of scholars following fixed rules and conventions. Does APA ring any bells? Being theoretical versus practical in nature. And lastly, achievement. To finish, to do, to succeed in doing, to accomplish, and to bring about desired results. Clearly, excellence in academic achievement is the case for each of the students on the Dean's List being honored today. You are recognized as having performed scholarly and academic tasks at a very high level, higher than your peers, and at least on par with others in the pursuit of excellence at various other academic institutions throughout the country. I am very proud of each of you. Hodges University is very proud of each of you, and your family and your friends and your fellow students are very proud of you as well. And importantly, you should be proud of yourselves. As best we can, all of us understand the efforts that you make, and so often the sacrifices you endure, not simply to educate yourself, but to educate yourself at such a demonstrably high level. It seems that so often at these events, professors and educators beam with pride when they speak of you as their student. The implication, of course, being that in many ways your success, your achievements, your education belongs in part to them. And their efforts, their mastery of the subject matter, and their refined presentational, organizational skills and talents, that may be true. But while this is true in part, what is often overlooked, however, is something else of greater importance. And so with that in mind, I wish to share a short story that I sometimes tell on the final day of class to my students. It's a story of the farewell speech that some of you probably won't know. Those of you who are older will remember a gentleman named Eric Severai, who was a television and radio war correspondent and news anchor from the 1940s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. In this speech, which he gave in 1977, that was sounded, can't think of a better word, sorry, on NPR, he mentioned a litany of notables to which he offered great praise. Mr. Severai then went on to thank his family, and of course, not unusual in the process, so often family and friends are amongst our greatest inspirations, without which we would probably be less successful and unquestionably feel less fulfilled. Predictably, he thanked his parents and his wife, and then he talked about the great joy that he felt having been a parent to his children. He talked about how when they were born, he had the hopes and dreams, like every parent, to raise successful, healthy, happy children that become productive adults and parents and contributors to society. And he described how he looked forward to the coming years raising his children, how he would revel in the opportunity to teach them the lessons of life, to educate them both academically and practically, to grow into fine citizens, productive adults, and responsible parents. Then he said something that really struck a chord with me. He said, something that I feel at the end of each term, something that I'm confident that my fellow educators feel in similar ways. He said that what he didn't realize then, as a new father so long ago, was how much his children were going to teach him. How much about life and about being a productive citizen, about compassion, about parenting, about understanding the world in which we are so privileged to live. So to each of you students that have achieved academic excellence, I thank you for all that you have taught us as individuals, as educators, and as an institution. And on behalf of your family, your friends, your fellow students, teachers, and administrators here at Hodges, you have our heartfelt congratulations and best wishes for continued success on your excellence in academic achievement. Thank you very much.
Yes, we all do learn from one another. It is an important lesson I try to work towards every day, and I learn from each one of students that I interact with on a regular basis, and I know that we all learn together, so definitely very great words there. We're going to now transition to the Dean's List Honor Roll segment of the program. So if all of the students who are on the Dean's List and part-time honor roll would step towards my left, your right, and bring your cards and your envelopes with you, okay? Because we're doing this a little different. And just step to towards the wall, because we do have a commitment to get you to class by 6 o'clock. So we will take care of. And you additionally have some extra dignitaries to shake hands with today. So Dr. Bowman and podium guests, if you would join us. And I'll do the name calling. I call them names. And we'll take individual pictures, and then I'll speak a little bit at the end. So Donna, lead the way. This is Donna Brock. And Donna also happens to be our student of the month for July. So we have lots of extra special things here today. Congratulations, Donna. Don Wilson. Carlene Lawrence. Jackie Spinazzola. Yane Mateo. Pamela Einer. Marina Briscoe. Robert Dillon. Faith Little. We have the Academic Achievement Services group here. Nyaza Knowles. Corey Bazorski. Elizabeth Martin. Mark Lewis. Nelson Fernandez. Kathy Hillman Whitworth. Rosalie Tuia. Anna Barbosa. Nathan Pettit. Taylor Callies. Pamela Blackburn. Jim Lieber. Anita Patel. Kimberly Mushon. Matthew McAtee. Melissa Mendoza. Nestor Nieves. Lalunda Wiley. Maricela Ponce. Heather Wise. Victor Caravella. Caravale. Yara Murag. Caitlin Zapola. It's kind of a memory. Ken Worthy. Tara Gagliotti. Denise Lay Tavares. Gilberto Tavares. Maria Sanchez. Jessica Barreto. And her little one. Our future students. Did I get to call everyone who is Dean's List and Honor Roll? Well, congratulations everyone, and just to let's round of applause one more time. As the Dean of Students here at Hodges, I am so proud to be able to say that I am the Dean of Students here at Hodges University. I'm proud of each and every one of you because I know how hard you all work to accomplish the goals and tasks that you set in front of you. And it's a pleasure for all of us to be able to assist you. For those guests that are here, just so that you know, the students that are on the honor roll, on the Dean's List, are students who go to school full-time, taking 12 credits while they're doing everything else in their lives, and maintaining grades that are 3.5 or higher, and successfully completing everything that they have signed up for that term. Our students who are on the part-time honor roll are going part-time, which is 8 credits or more, and they have successfully earned a 4.0 and completed all of their degree requirements for the term. So they are all working very hard, and we know that it is with the support of all of you, family, friends, and the staff and other students here at the university that hopefully those are all part and parcel of the accomplishments for each and every one of you. So congratulations. We know that, well, actually we've moved along quite nicely. So this is a very special day, and we thank you for joining us, and we're able to celebrate with Donna Marie Hamilton, or Dr. Donna Marie Hamilton. I remember the person who first called me Dr. Marcia Brooks, and I was so excited to hear it, so yay! So anyway, thank you all for being here. I'm so glad that we got to celebrate together. Please enjoy some additional refreshments, come up and take some more pictures, and work hard to get good grades those last 5 weeks of the term. And registration will be fast upon us for next term. And thank you all very much.